Welcome to The Source, where we combine the headlines with in-depth conversations with the newsmakers themselves. Today on the program, health authorities closely monitoring suspected cases of the novel coronavirus in the country.
Isolation lang din sa loob ng bahay. Ibig sabihin, wala silang privilege na makipaghalubilo.
With the government banning Filipinos to China, Hong Kong, and Macau.
Check first with corresponding or respective airlines para ho hindi na ho sila magkaroon ng aberya.
The president says the government can handle the coronavirus outbreak.
Everything is well in the country. There's nothing really to be extra scared of.
How do local officials in Metro Manila prepare in case of an outbreak? Metro Manila Development Authority General Manager Jojo Garcia joins us live. Thank you for joining us. I'm Pinky Webb. President Rodrigo Duterte says the government is not, quote, hiding information on the novel coronavirus situation. The president adds that the government is doing its best to prevent the coronavirus spread. Since the first cases were detected in December, the novel coronavirus continues to spread throughout the world. More than 19,000 people are now infected worldwide. The overwhelming majority are in China, followed by Japan, Thailand, Singapore, Hong Kong, and South Korea. The first death outside China has been recorded here in the Philippines. China now has more recorded deaths from the novel coronavirus than SARS when it spread in 2003. In a period of 9 months, 349 deaths from SARS were recorded in China. For the 2019 nCoV, 360 people in China have already died in less than 2 months. But experts say as of January 29, worldwide, the death rate of the novel coronavirus is at 2.1%, a smaller percentage compared to the mortality rate of SARS, which was at 9.6%. Let's go straight to the source of the story. We have on the line Health Secretary Francisco Duque III. Secretary Duque, welcome to the show, sir.
Yes, thank you very much. Good day to you and your viewers.
This is Pinky, Secretary.
Yes, Pinky, of course, Pinky.
Yes, Secretary, so far, can you give us the latest count from yesterday? We still have about 2 confirmed novel coronavirus cases. Of course, 1 death outside of China.
Well, we have now 80 patients under investigation. Well, we're having a bit of difficulty. We're trying to come up with a persons under monitoring so as not to confuse. Because when we say patients under investigation, we're presupposing that they are all symptomatic. They're either having cough, fever or colds. But I think the more correct term should be persons under monitoring. And if they develop symptoms, we will call them patients under investigation.
Right. So there will be
all in all,
there will be
we
2 classifications.
Yes, 2 classifications.
So there will be, Secretary, persons under monitoring, yun po yung tinitingnan nyo pa lang kasi parang may sintomas. Meron pong sintomas pero hindi pa parang kailangan imbestigahan? Tama ho ba yan?
Kailangan imbestigahan dahil nagpapakita ng symptoms. Kaya we call them patients. Parang pasyente na. Patients under investigation. Pero although patients doesn't necessarily automatically follow that these are nCoV patients unless the tests are done. Okay. Now, there's another group which is the persons under investigation. Ito yung naka-home quarantine na wala naman symptoms but for observation and monitoring.
Secretary, pasensya na ho, medyo nagkalituhan po. Persons, ulitin natin. Yung una po, yung parang first step is the persons under monitoring. That's the first step. Okay.
That should be the first step. That's right.
Tapos kapag meron na po talagang sintomas, yun na yung patients under investigation.
Exactly.
Okay. So it's good to kind of...
Kung ika-count natin ito kasi nakalagay 80. tumalon ito ng 80 precisely because of the results of the contact tracing.
Right.
Remember, we did massive contact tracing. That's why this led to a significant increase in the patients under investigation and under monitoring.
Yung po yung sinasabi nila, Secretary, that the couple who have made their way towards various places in the Philippines, di ba, Hong Kong, Cebu, Dumaguete, Manila, meron pong sinabi nga that nag-contact trace na po ng over 70 people.
Yes, that's right.
74 people actually, to be exact. Sir, can you give us a breakdown? Dun sa 74 people na kinontact trace, ilan po ang naka-self-quarantine, ilan po ang nag-exhibit ng symptoms of cough or cold or possibly fever, sir?
I'm sorry, I don't have that report as of now because we were very busy preparing for the meeting with the President last night. So, but I can instruct Director Chito Adelino, who is the head of the ED, who is in possession of the details of the exact number and breakdown of people under monitoring and patients under investigation.
Okay.
So we can send it to you later.
We still have it from yesterday's press conference, Secretary, at 12:30 noon. Out of the 80 under investigation, patients under investigation, 2 were positive result. Yung pong dalawa, yung isa po doon yung namatay. 48 is pending result and 30 is negative result. That was as of yesterday, sir.
Yes, that's correct. That's what I have right before me now. But from yesterday to today, I'm sure the data will come in perhaps after our Senate hearing. We have a Senate hearing from 11 to 1 o'clock.
Secretary, the cremation of the male positive of pneumonia and nCoV, when will this happen, sir?
It's supposed to happen today. So I just wanted to know if finally the place that agreed to cremate hasn't changed his mind. Because we've been struggling. There are many groups who initially said they will cremate, they will bury in a Chinese cemetery, only to find out later on that they changed their minds and did not want to cremate anymore. So now there's one, and hopefully this will be facilitated within the day.
So the reason for the delay in the cremation, Secretary, was because they were backing out?
Yes. It's very unfortunate that they're backing out, and these are Chinese as well. So I don't understand.
You know, the reason for this, Secretary, is that there are also reports, I don't know how confirmed it is, that a patient who expires from nCoV has to be cremated as soon as possible. Is this correct, sir?
Well, it's not just correct for nCoV, it's correct for all deaths. So I'm not aware that there is a special treatment for nCoV patients, say for HIV/AIDS patients, for TB patients. So I don't know if there is a clear indication for why they have to bury immediately or cremate immediately. But I will find out. That's a question that's worth looking into.
But Secretary, would a dead person positive of nCoV still be infectious?
It's very hard to answer that question because normally the microorganisms should also die with the mortal. So, but how long will it survive? This is something, a new virus that not much is really known, and it's just evolving, and that is why it's very difficult to say for sure whether this virus is inactivated once a person dies. And if it does, how long after the person dies?
Yes.
So this is a new virus that needs further characterization. And so that is what is being done aggressively by all countries of the world.
Secretary, I wanted to find out, I just want to go back to that male person who expired February 1. Sino po yung mga nag-back out for the cremation? Because meron na ho ba na for example, na ina-advise o nire-recommend ang Department of Health kung posible there will be more deaths where they will be cremated? Have you figured that out, or meron na ho ba kayong hinatasan for this?
Frankly, wala pa, because we are still hopeful that this case fatality ratio will remain lower than it already is, low relative to MERS-CoV and SARS-CoV. So we hope that this will in fact become smaller as a percentage of the number of nCoV infections or cases. So that's what we're looking at. There seems to be a consistent observation that this is not even 2.5. Para it's somewhere 2, 2.1, 2.2. So parang nagkakaroon na ng consistency along that
Mortality ratio.
level of mortality.
Yeah, but in the event, sir, I mean, let's be frank about this. If nagba-back out po yung mga magke-cremate at kung saan po ibe-bury yung remains, that might pose a problem in the next few days. I mean, sabi niyo po, sir, meron na atang pumayag ngayon pero hindi pa rin sigurado?
Well, I'll have to find out because I'm not the one directly in touch. So I will ask Yusek Eric Domingo. He seems to be the one directly in touch. So I'll ask him an update because we discussed this yesterday. Because I was saying we should cremate that immediately.
Yeah.
So that this is in accordance with the advice of the Chinese embassy, whom we contacted in behalf of this patient.
Because it's been 4 days since the death.
Yes.
February 1.
Yeah, I just want to take this opportunity to appeal to the Chinese community that they should help in this case or in future cases. If they have, cemeteries or cremation facilities, crematorium, they should help. They should not discriminate.
They should not discriminate among themselves. Hindi ho kayo, Secretary. And even us,
right.
because that's what the President is calling for Filipinos not to discriminate as well, sir.
Correct.
Hindi ho ba? But kung ang sinasabi niyo po mismo yung Chinese community, as you said, ay para nagba-back out po dun sa cremation. And obviously, siguro yung iba pang kumpanya, yung nagka-cremate ay nagba-back out, papaano na ho yun?
Yun nga, hindi nga talaga tama. So, we will see today. Hopefully, this cremation pushes through today. And then the next ones, I'm sure, shouldn't be a problem anymore.
Okay. Anyway, there's still going to be a press conference again later, no, Secretary Duque?
Well, depends on
there's a Senate hearing. Okay.
Yeah, there's what time the Senate hearing. Otherwise, for sure tomorrow.
Okay.
Kasi wala nang sasabay na event.
Health Secretary Francisco Duque, sir, thank you for your time.
Thank you, as always.
Thank you
for the opportunity you're giving DOH.
We'll be taking a short break. This is The Source on CNN Philippines. We're going to talk about how prepared local government units are regarding this new novel coronavirus. We'll be right back. You're watching The Source on CNN Philippines. Now, let's talk to MMDA General Manager Jojo Garcia. GM, so maybe nagtataka ho sila, what is the role of the MMDA dito po sa novel coronavirus?
Yeah, good morning to all our viewers. First, kasi ang MMDA, one of our tasks is our chairman will be the head of the MMDRMC, Metro Manila Disaster Risk Management. So, our first move, itong medyo pumutok na itong ating NCOV, is to call on all the DRMC representative, all LGUs, and then the national government, of course, DOH, the LG, the OTR, so that they will know how to do. Paano natin gagawin if ever may virus or may nakarating na sa mga LGUs, how prepared them. So, we had that meeting yesterday. So, they asked, first, the DOH present us some PowerPoints, what to do, how to do it, etc. So far naman, no, the way we see it, ang LGUs talaga is naka-ready naman. I think, no? Kasi,
Give me an example of an LGU that's ready, sir.
I think Quezon City, Parañaque, Pasig, no? They have, meron na silang exercise na nangyayari.
Okay, because you showed us a video of the one in Quezon City, let's just show that first. This is just a sort of like a simulation.
Yes.
GM.
So, they're getting ready in case makakuha sila ng positive, so they know how to handle patients.
So ganito yung kanilang gagawin sana. Parang ang pupuntahan nila yung isang bahay supposed to be
Yes.
na may suspected na kaso. So naka-protective gear na sila.
Yes,
GM.
definitely. No. Actually, that's one of the advice of DOH. Ano? Sabi nga nila, ang problema natin yung mga health workers. No? Kasi baka maging
Right.
victims din sila. So sabi naman DOH, ang important, they have the N95 mask. No?
The protective gear.
Yeah, the protective gear, actually. No? And then, let's not give panic naman dun sa tao. Yung mga citizen natin sa Metro Manila, baka masyadong mag-panic. No? Yung mask, sabi nga nila, you don't really need the mask.
Right.
No? Pero of course, if you're in a crowded place like MRT, sa bus, or something crowded, you need really the mask to protect yourself. Not only from the virus, sabi ko nga, an ordinary cold or cough, no? Talagang nakakahawa yan eh. Kahit wala pang coronavirus eh. Yung mga...
Mas conscious lang ata tayo
Yes.
ngayon at mas takot.
Yes.
No?
Kasi nga, yung mga nag-sneeze na yan, umuubo.
Nervous ka na.
Minsan, hindi talaga nag-cover ng mouth, no? So with or without coronavirus, nakakahawa to eh.
Right. Actually, that should teach us a lesson.
Yes,
lesson,
yes. Yung
GM.
hygiene ba, washing hands, di ba? Yung mga alcohol natin, etc.
So I just want to go back to that. So that was Quezon City. That was a video of a possible suspect of the novel coronavirus. I just want to move on to other areas. Pasig kanina, GM, we also showed the photos of that with Mayor Vico Soto. Siya naman, earlier, maybe I think 2-3 days ago, nagbahagi siya ng mga thermometer, thermal scanners. Yan po.
Yes.
I think to a number of schools in
Yes,
Pasig,
yes.
and they have a tent.
Yes.
Tell us more about that.
Yeah, I think meron sila mga quarantine tent nga. Kasi nga, ganito yan eh. The reason yung isa sa mga importante na pagmitingan natin, kailangan natin involve talaga yung LGU. No? Hindi puro national government o DOH. Kasi hindi lahat ng may ubo, may sipon, pupunta ng ospital. I told them, merong 4 symptoms yan eh. No? Sabi nga nila, para maging under investigation ka pa lang. No? Hindi na, doesn't mean, if you have the symptoms, may coronavirus ka na. So this yung...
Fever.
May fever ka, may ubo ka, may colds ka, and then galing ka ng China or naka-interact mo yung galing ng China.
Correct.
If you have these 4 symptoms, under investigation ka na, test ka na kung may coronavirus ka. No? So sabi nga naman, hindi naman porket umubo ka, so punta ka ng ospital. Sabi ko, iwasan natin. Why? Wala kang virus pagdating mo ng ospital, meron pala doon. Lalo ka nahawa. No? So the level of the LGUs, like yung health centers, sabi nila, sa level nila, kaya na nila i-check eh. May thermometer ka to check the fever.
So that's where it starts, sa health center pa lang.
Yes, so sa LGU, no?
Health center ng mga LGUs.
LGUs. So, pwede na kagad ma-check yan kung may fever. Kaya mo nang interview kung may ubo, sipon, or galing ng China.
May
Wow.
history.
So ngayon, nag-positive yung 4, that's the time na idali mo sa ospital sa DOH.
Yeah.
Kasi yung DOH, it's a good thing, no? I think 2 weeks ago, wala pa tayong equipment to check. You need to bring the samples sa Australia pa. Ngayon, meron na tayo.
Meron na as of
So,
Saturday.
48 hours lang, kaya na ma-check yan kung positive or negative. No? So, you need to start it from the barangay level. Hindi pwedeng, when you watch some videos, no, yung sa China mismo nangyari, ang ginagawa nga dahil sobrang dami nang infected, hindi lahat pwede magpunta ng hospital. Eh. You should remember, sa hospital, it's not only about the virus. May mga emergency cases dyan, aksidente, inatake, etc. No? So kung lahat na lang pupunta dyan, pwedeng mag-spread lalo.
Yeah.
So sabi nga nila, if you have these symptoms, pumunta ka sa bahay, mag-quarantine ka muna para hindi ka makahawa. And then you call DOH, yung mga hotlines natin, sila na pupunta sa inyo. Di ba? Para hindi na mag-spread.
Yeah.
So yun yung...
So pwede na pala yun. Pwede silang pumunta sa'yo para i-check ka sa bahay.
Yes,
Ganun
but
ba?
that's why we have the hotline numbers.
We have that also. We're gonna
Yes.
show that up on the screen. So, your suggestion, GM, paano?
For example, no, sabi nga namin, if you think meron ka nung 4 na symptoms, no? Sabi ko nga, let's be honest, huwag natin ikahiya. Why? Kasi nandito ang government to save you eh. Kung pababayaan mo lang yan, itatago mo, baka yan yung namamatay. Di ba? So, nandito po ang gobyerno natin, no, para tulungan kayo. Kaya lang, ang iniiwasan natin, yung makahawa pa eh. So, we should be responsible enough, no? Kung talagang tingin mo may symptoms ka, pati yung pamilya mo, alisin mo sa bahay mo. Punta ka sa isang room, then tumawag ka ng hotline.
Yeah, that's it.
Then the health workers will go there with protective gears, etc. We will bring you to the hospital. Hindi yung pwedeng wala to. No? Like yung may mga fake news, for example, di ba? Sasabihin, may Chinese, something like that. Lasing pala.
Yung
diba? Yung mga ganun eh. It won't help. No? Magpapanik lang ang tao.
All right. So those are the hotlines. Sabi nga ni GM, kung may nararamdaman ka, huwag ka nang mahiya, no?
Yes,
GM
yes.
ka nang mahiyang magpa-check o tumawag
Yes.
para
yes.
ipa-check ka.
Actually, nagkaroon na rin ng memo ang DILG, no? Because there's some patients under investigation or monitoring will go to the hospital, for example. No? They have the symptoms, then they don't want to be confined.
Yes.
Kasi kailangan quarantine kasi baka makahawa eh. No? You think about your family, your loved ones, baka mahawa sa yan. Umuwi, ayaw niya. So yung PNP, pwede na siyang kunin.
Yeah, I wanted to find out the role
Yes.
because the PNP will play a role in all this, dun sa mga sinasabing medyo baka matigas ang ulo o ayaw magpapunta sa ospital. Merong gagawin ng PNP kung ano yon. We'll be taking a short break. This is The Source on CNN Philippines. We'll be right back. You're watching The Source on CNN Philippines. Our guest today, MMDA General Manager Jojo Garcia. So the PNP, anong pwedeng gawin ng PNP?
Yeah,
GM?
just the same, no? If you remember yung sa Taal, di ba nagkaroon ng evacuation yan, ayaw umalis na mga tao, forced evacuation sila. So yung PNP tutulong. Just the same. Ayaw mo, kung kailangan bitbitin palabas yan ng bahay mo para mapacheck ka lang, gagawin natin yan.
The PNP will do that, ha?
Yes. I think,
And paano? Magsusumbong ba yung kapitbahay?
yes,
Paano
actually,
yun?
yun nga, that's why, sabi ko that's why ito yung hotline. May suspect nyo pa lang sa kapitbahay nyo or what, alam nyo may history, tawag kayo sa hotline. No? I think, PNP chief already, yung nag-present siya sa media, naka-ready na rin yung PNP natin, may mga protective gears na rin sila. No? So, the point is, kailangan tulong-tulong tayo. No? Sabi ko nga, hindi kahit mag-isa ng let's say DOH lang or DILG or ganyan. No? Kailangan tulong-tulong.
Right. Were POGO workers discussed during the meeting, sir?
Actually,
kasi maraming
just
POGO
one of the
workers.
concerns of Parañaque kasi mas madami sa kanila. No? But lagi kong sinasabi, let's not discriminate yung mga Chinese. No? We have so many Filipino-Chinese here sa atin. Hindi porket Chinese yan, may virus na yan. No, different thing. Ang ultimong sa ibang bansa, it's not only about the Chinese. No? Merong isang community, like for example, sa Wuhan nga, yun, kung galing ka doon, delikado, pwedeng nahawa ka. Pero yung mga local Chinese dito, na hindi naman nanggaling doon, they definitely don't discriminate them. No? Ano ginawa ng ibang mga Chinese schools, di ba, after the Lunar New Year, nag-close sila for 14 days. I-quarantine. Why? Kasi naging tradition sa mga Chinese yan eh. Pagka Chinese Year, umuwi yan eh.
Okay, yeah, but sir, anong plano ng, let's say, Parañaque if they air that concern? Kasi maraming POGO workers
Yeah,
doon.
I think...
What are they gonna do?
They already identified a certain place or condominium. They'll go there. They're gonna check, quarantine. If kailangan talaga. Kung meron bang reports. Kung meron bang... Baka ito yung tinatawag nating person na i-monitor lang.
Yung,
Baka pwedeng under investigation na to.
so
no?
they're gonna do that? Is that what
Yes.
they're saying?
Actually, this moment, yung mga LGUs na like Quezon City, ganyan, gumagalaw sila eh. Kasi may mga cases na under investigation. Kaya sabi nga ni Secretary Duque kanina,
Under monitoring.
Yeah. Merong monitoring, may under investigation. Ano yung monitoring? Monitoring tipong, ay galing ng, ano yan, ng China yan. Ayan, monitor natin kung may symptoms.
Yeah.
nagkaroon ng 4 na symptoms, under investigation na siya. Itetest na natin yung mga swab
Yeah, but
samples.
I want to zero in on that. If Parañaque is saying that there's a bit of a concern, more of a concern kasi maraming POGO workers on Weiser, okay, admittedly sabihin natin hindi nang galing ng Wuhan, pero galing naman po ng ibang parts ng China.
Yeah, that's why I think the president, the government already said walang travel ban, di ba? May travel ban na sa China, Hong Kong, anything. No, na, pero let's not concentrate about the POGO eh. It's not about the POGO. Kasi nga, karamihan ng workers ng POGO is Chinese. So, kaya lang na ano na naman yung POGO na ganyan eh.
Yeah.
What we're talking about, yung ano ba yung kumpanya na madaming Chinese na pwedeng nanggaling doon. So, yun yung mga concern natin. Sila yung person na monitoring.
At sino nga yung mga kumpanya na maraming Chinese na nanggaling po doon?
Yeah. That's why. It's the POGO nga. No?
Okay, alright.
So, sila yung people na imomonitor natin. Kasi galing sila doon. Kuya ba umuwi? Kasi,
especially if there was travel.
Yes.
There's a history of travel.
pero before Christmas, madami naman dyan. Hindi umalis ng bansa. Di ba? Nandito lang kasi dito sila nag-work.
But remember, sir, that yung couple na galing pong Wuhan, well, that they came from Wuhan naman talaga, arrived here January 21.
Yes.
That's over 2 weeks ago, around 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's
sir.
why. Di ba? After 14 days, namatay yata yung kasama niya na lalaki.
So, okay, so there's siguro LGUs are moving.
Yes,
they're preparing for,
For the worst, no? Sabi ko nga, there's nothing wrong to prepare for the worst. Pero, walang panic, no? Kaya nga, yung campaign natin na hindi naman pwedeng may umubo dyan, takbuhan tayo eh. Parang, siguro ang natutunan lang natin dito, no, even without the virus, pag ikaw nag-sneeze o umubo, takbuhan mo yung mouth mo.
Oo.
Nasa MRT ka, LRT, kasi talaga yan, nakakahawa yan eh.
Apa.
Di ba?
Okay. So, there are isolation tents na, no? Saan,
Yes.
sir? Meron sa Pasig?
Pasig, Parañaque, Quezon City, Makati. I think almost all.
Okay, they have isolation tents
yeah.
there. All right. We'd like to thank MMDA General Manager Jojo Garcia. Thank you, sir. And thank you for joining us here on The Source. I'm Pinky Webb. You're watching CNN Philippines.